What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Edwards-Brown-Mingzhang podcast, and we are back for another MMA breakdown, guys. This is going to be UFC Fight Night, Garry versus Prates, and guys, I am very excited for this card. We got an Anthony Smith retirement fight. We got a banger for the main event, Anthony and Ian Garry and Carlos Prates. Well, I'm a big fan of both these guys, so let's get right into this breakdown because, like I said, I'm very excited for this card. Let's make some money. I know all these fighters, so hopefully we have good reads and we cash out on all of our bets today. Alright guys, if you guys are here for the first time, like I always say, click that thumbs up, like the video, subscribe to the page, come back every single day, guys. And also, guys, leave a comment. Let me guys know if you agree or disagree with any of the bets. Let me guys know what bets you guys are taking. And yeah, guys, like I said, let's cash out today. Let's get right into this breakdown. First fight of the night is going to be the women's bantamweight division. It's going to be Chelsea Chandler taking on Jocelyn Edwards. Now I'm taking Jocelyn Edwards in this one, guys. I think Jocelyn Edwards is just a better all-around fighter. I don't think Chelsea Chandler is going to be able to get her to the floor. I think Jocelyn Edwards' takedown defense is getting better and better. And she's also the way better striker. I've seen Chelsea Chandler literally take a punch or start running away in the middle of the ring. If you guys are MMA fans, you guys remember when she turned around and started running away. She did the whole Michael Chandler everything was worse than what Michael Chandler does. She literally just turned and ran and then got knocked out right after. But yeah, I'm thinking Jocelyn Edwards is going to piece her up, stay on the outside, stop some takedowns, and win this fight probably by decision. So for this one, guys, give me Jocelyn Edwards. Alright guys, this next fight's going to be Timmy Kawamba taking on Roberto Romero. And guys, I'm taking Roberto Romero in this one. This is a 50-50 fight, so probably not one I'm going to have too much investment in because this is going to be a very competitive fight. But I just think Roberto Romero is going to have the more technical all-around MMA skills. Timmy Kawamba is a banger. He goes out there, swings very hard, but I don't know if he's going to be able to last the whole 3 rounds with that type of output he puts out. And the guy in Roberto Romero, he's a Mexican. All these Mexican guys, you guys know, they have a chin. They don't get knocked out very easy. And I think Roberto Romero is going to end up turning it back on him after that first round. So it could be a very good live betting spot after the first round. Take Roberto Romero. But I just think this fight's going to go to decision. It'll be a very close fight. Probably a split decision. Like I said, probably not a big investment from me because I don't have the best read on it. But I'm taking Roberto Romero. Alright guys, next fight is going to be Jacqueline Amorim taking on Polyana Viana. And guys, I'm taking Amorim in this one. I think Polyana Viana is on her way out of the UFC. She doesn't have the grappling skills at all to keep up with someone in Amorim. I think Amorim's going to go in here, take her down with ease, and end up submitting this girl. I don't believe Polyana Viana, the only way she can win is if she keeps the fight standing up and striking. But like I said, she doesn't have good takedown defense at all. And I just believe Amorim's going to take advantage of that and take her down and win this fight probably by submission. So give me Amorim on this one. Alright, so this next fight is going to be Malcolm Wellmaker taking on Cameron Simon. Two very, I don't want to say both are very young. Cameron Simon's pretty young, but Malcolm Wellmaker, he's making his UFC debut, but he is 30 years old. But he is technically, I guess, a prospect, but he is 30, he's up there in age. But I'm taking Malcolm Wellmaker in this one. I like both of these guys. I think it's going to be a very competitive fight. But I'm taking Malcolm Wellmaker just because I like this guy all around skills. I think he's going to be a guy we have to watch in the division for a very long time. I think Malcolm Wellmaker has great movement. He has good striking. He has the power. And I do believe he's going to end up knocking out Cameron Simon. Cameron Simon is really good as well. He trains with Dricus du Plessis out of South Africa. He was one of these young prospects I was keeping my eye on as well. But when he's going up against a guy in Malcolm Wellmaker, that, like I said, I just like all of his skills. I think he's going to be a guy we have to watch out for in this division. So give me Malcolm Wellmaker. I think this is going to be a very competitive fight. And Malcolm Wellmaker is probably going to end up knocking him out in those later rounds. Alright guys, next fight's going to be Wellmaker taking on Alatang Jali. And guys, I'm taking Wellmaker in this one. I bet against Wellmaker in his last fight, which was kind of a dumb bet. I only bet against him because he missed weight and he looked bad on the scales. This one he actually made weight and actually looked pretty good. And I don't think Alatang Jali is going to be able to stop any of his takedowns. I think Wellmaker is going to end up taking him down right away and show off his grappling skills and probably win this fight by submission. And even if he doesn't submit him, he's going to have a lot of top control, win this fight by decision just by all the takedowns and top control. So give me Wellmaker. Most likely I think he gets a submission in this one. Alright guys, next fight, Chris Gutierrez taking on John Castaneda. And guys, in this one, I'm going to be picking Chris Gutierrez to win this one, but the main bet I'm going to have on this one is I'm going to parlay the over 2.5 with something, and I just think the over 2.5 is a good parlay piece because Chris Gutierrez fights always go to decision, and if I think he's going to win this fight, he always does those leg kicks the whole fight, lands a little bit of shots and then moves on. I think John Castaneda, the only way he wins this fight is if he takes the fight to the floor, and if he takes this fight to the floor, he's not going to submit Gutierrez. He's probably just going to have top control, but I don't believe anybody gets knocked out in this fight. I think this fight's going to go all 3 rounds, so I'm probably going to be taking the over 2.5 in this one, and I think that's a good parlay piece. For this next fight, it's going to be Matt Schnell taking on Jimmy the Brick Flick. And this one, guys, is going to come down to either Jimmy Flick's going to get knocked out in that first round, or he's going to end up taking down Matt Schnell, winning this fight by submission. But guys, in this one, I'm actually taking Matt Schnell. I think he's going to end up knocking out Jimmy Flick. Jimmy Flick does not have a good chin, and Matt Schnell, if he hits Jimmy Flick with a good shot in that first round, he's going to end up knocking him out. I'm probably not going to bet this one, or probably not going to even have too much of an investment in this one, because it's one of those ones where Jimmy Flick takes down Matt Schnell, he's going to submit him. But if Jimmy Flick doesn't take him down, he's going to end up getting knocked out. But I'm actually going with Matt Schnell to knock him out. But like I said, a fight that I don't want to have my money on. So give me Matt Schnell in this one, but probably not. I'm not going to bet it. Alright guys, next fight's me Evan Elder taking on Gage Young. And I'm taking Evan Elder in this one, guys. This is another one where I think it goes to decision. But I just think Evan Elder is going to come out here, land the harder shots, have more of the impact shots that the judges are going to be wowed by. And I think Evan Elder is probably going to mix in his wrestling as well. Gage Young doesn't have good takedown defense, so Evan Elder taking him down to the floor would be a good game plan. But I do believe Evan Elder is probably the better all-around fighter. So for this fight, guys, give me Evan Elder to win this one. Alright guys, next fight, Aliskerov taking on Andre Muniz. And guys, I'm taking Ikram in this one. This is probably one of my confident bets of the night. I think Ikram is just going to be way better than Andre Muniz. He's a better striker. He has that Dagestani wrestling where Andre Muniz is not going to be able to submit this guy, because Ikram is a very good Dagestani wrestler that knows submission skills as well. And Ikram went out there and lost against Robert Whittaker, but I went out there and bet on Robert Whittaker that fight because I just knew Ikram was taking a big step up. I even took Robert Whittaker by knockout in that one, because I knew Robert Whittaker was a knock this dude out. But Aliskerov, he is a really good fighter. I do believe he goes out here, shows off that Dagestani wrestling, lands some hard shots on top of Andre Muniz, and wins this fight pretty easy by finish. So give me Ikram Aliskerov to win this fight and finish it before the fight ends. Alright guys, for this next one is going to be Randy Brown taking on Nicholas Dalby. And Nicholas Dalby is a guy that keeps all these fights competitive, guys. He always is the king of split decisions, always is very close. But I'm taking Randy Brown in this one, guys. I think Randy Brown is going to end up stopping that split decision area for Nicholas Dalby. I don't think this fight's going to be competitive at all. I think Nicholas Dalby is getting older. He doesn't have the explosive skills for his wrestling as much anymore, and I think Randy Brown's takedown defense is getting better and better, and it's probably one of the best takedown defense with the length he has. And I think Randy Brown just levels above of a striker. So give me Randy Brown in this one. I think he can win this fight either by decision or probably knockout. Alright guys, next fight is going to be a banger in the middleweight division. It's going to be Michel Pereira taking on Abis Magomedov. And guys, I'm taking Michel Pereira in this one. Abis has shown that he has very good striking, but only for one round. And Michel Pereira, if he's out there being very patient, being flashy every once in a while, but not going out there throwing Superman kicks and spinning kicks and trying to do backflips on you, which he probably will do a backflip on Abis Magomedov today. In this fight, he's probably going to end up doing a backflip onto him. But I'm taking Michel Pereira. I think Michel Pereira has a better cardio, and I think Abis Magomedov is first round or bust right here. I think Michel Pereira is a way better striker. I think he has good wrestling as well. I think this fight's probably going to end up on the feet, and Michel Pereira is going to end up piecing this guy up from the outside and probably win this fight by knockout in the second or third round. So give me Michel Pereira in this one. Alright guys, next fight's going to be Giga Chikadze taking on David Onama. Another one I think is a 50-50 fight. Probably I don't have the best read on it, so I won't have the most investment in this one. But in this one, guys, I'm taking David Onama mainly because Giga is getting older. Giga is probably the better striker, but I think David Onama can mix in the wrestling. He's very fast and very explosive with his strikes, and he's a younger fighter. Like I said, he's a lot younger. And when Giga getting older and older, I don't believe his athleticism and his speed is going to be able to keep up how he used to be, and the Giga kick is probably not going to be as fast as it usually is. So for this one, guys, give me David Onama. But like I said, 50-50 fight. I probably don't have the most investment into it, but I'm taking David Onama. Alright guys, now for the co-main event, it's going to be Anthony Smith taking on Zhang Miyang. And guys, I'm taking Zhang Miyang in this one. We all know these retirement fights usually don't go very well. When Anthony Smith says he's retiring after this one, I just don't believe he's going to end up winning his last fight. I think the UFC knows in China they're trying to get more of that Southeast Asia fans, so they're putting Mingzhang in a fight where he can go in here and win pretty easy. I think he's going to end up knocking out Anthony Smith. The only way Anthony Smith wins this fight is if he takes him down and grapples with him, but I just think Zhang Miyang is very strong. He's going to be able to stop those takedowns and end up knocking Anthony Smith out. So it's probably going to be a bad fight for a retirement fight for Anthony Smith, but I think Zhang Miyang is going to be a way better fighter. So give me Zhang Miyang. I think he wins this fight probably by knockout. All right, guys, for the main event, the fight that everyone's waiting for, a very good fight, probably very competitive. Ian Machado Garry taking on Carlos Prates. And guys, last week or 2 weeks ago, I should say, I actually bet against one of the fighting nerds. I took Bryce Mitchell over John Silva. But in the back of my mind, I'm a Bryce Mitchell fan, and I just thought he'd be able to go there and get some takedowns. But at my heart, deep down in my heart, I kind of knew John Silva would knock him out if he stood on the feet with him. But on this one, guys, and yeah, like I said, and John Silva actually submitted him, so that was actually pretty crazy. But now the next fight for the fighting nerds, the Carlos Prates. But this one, guys, I'm actually betting on Ian Machado Garry. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I was probably gonna take Jeff Neal over Carlos Prates as well, but I don't think Carlos Prates has fought anybody good at all. This guy, he has a good straight right hand, and he kind of keeps his length at distance. But Ian Machado Garry has shown he is very smart. He went out there and beat MVP in a striking battle that was kind of boring, but he shows that he can go out there and strike with the best. He went out there against Shavkat Rakhmonov and put on a great fight in that one. And I just think Ian Machado Garry has the cardio for all 5 rounds for this one. I think Ian Machado Garry is going to end up probably lasting those first 2 rounds and end up knocking out Carlos Prates between the 3rd and 5th round. Carlos Prates does not have the cardio to last all 5 rounds. This guy smokes a whole bunch of cigarettes, and I do believe it's going to end up getting to him in his first 5-round fight. And Ian Machado Garry has shown that he can strike for all 5 rounds. He can bang, and he can keep the same pace as he's going. So give me Ian Machado Garry to win this fight. I think he can get some knockout in those later rounds. So Ian Machado Garry is the pick for this one, guys. And alright guys, that is it for today's video. Like I said in the beginning, click that thumbs up, like the video, subscribe to the page, come back every single day guys. Check out the description. About 2-3 hours after I post a video, I'll let you guys know exactly what parlays I'm making, what bets I'm going to be taking, so you guys can tell me, you guys can fade me. And also guys, like I said in the beginning, leave a comment, let me guys know if you guys agree or disagree with my bets for today. Let me guys know what you guys are taking. And alright guys, I'm out of here. Let's cash for this UFC Fight Night, and I'll see you guys next time.